Hey everyone, it's 7:11 p.m. East Coast Standard Time on the 22nd of January 2013. Hope 2013 is treating everyone well so far. So I have bad news and good news. Should I do bad news first? Good news? Let's go with bad. Uh, this was me last Friday, so just like not even a week ago, just a few days ago. Check that out. If you're on my Facebook, a lot of you saw and were like, who beat you up? No one. I had a little bit of a toothache, and I thought, okay, maybe have a cavity or something, or need to get a tooth pulled. That was about Wednesday, maybe last week. On Thursday, wake up, my face is swollen. Then, just around here. Then, like Friday, my whole left side of my face was nuts. My haters will love this, but here's a picture of me, like right before I went into the ER. If your face ever gets that big, go to the ER. As a trans person, being in the South right now, I wasn't thrilled. I didn't have a terrible experience, but it wasn't great. My first ID, the bracelet they gave me said, my old name and female, and that's really annoying because I changed my name and gender legally over 6 years ago. But they're really cool about that. And then, the doctor during my EKG, so my chest is exposed, showing my scars, asked me why I'm on testosterone, and I say, because I'm transgender. And mind you, I had just had a seizure, and I'm all kinds of tubes and IV here and here, and, whatever, and I'm out of it. So he's seeing all the medications I'm on. He's like, why are you on testosterone? And I'm like, I'm transgender. And that's all I said. And he's like, oh, so you want to be a woman? And I'm like, what? Like, come on, man, get a clue. This guy was probably in his early 30s, but if that's the worst that was going to happen to me in terms of the whole healthcare and trans situation in the South, that I'll definitely take it because it was a pain to have, see the old name come up. Even after I checked in with my male name and stuff, she's sitting there typing and she's like, after she gets the Social Security, the woman checking in, she's like, um, a totally different name is coming up, and I was just like in so much pain. My face is huge. I was like, yeah, that's my old name. I'm transgender, blah, blah. And they called down administrator, got it fixed, but my bracelet still came out as Christina and female, and I was not stoked on that. I was like, when I'm laid up, out of it, hooked up to whatever, that's like my ticket to harassment. But they ended up changing it. My mom was with me. Good, staunch, mother who was like, no, absolutely, this bracelet deal has to be changed. So other than that, and then the doctor who kept asking me if I wanted to be a woman, despite my, double mastectomy scars basically, and being on testosterone. Like I don't know many M to Fs that want more testosterone than they already have, who go on estrogen to grow breast only to have them hacked off. But whatever. The South could use a lot of trans education, but I didn't feel I was treated like in a subpar way, like I got subpar care or something. So I'd rather deal with a little blips and blumps, and really that could happen anywhere. But so that's the crappy part. I was really sick. I've been out for a few days now from the hospital. Still on some really heavy antibiotics. It turned out I had cellulitis, which is an infection of the skin. It can be caused by like an insect bite, a tear, whatever. It's when bacteria gets in the skin, and it can actually be fatal if it's in your face or your groin. Of course, I had it in my face. When they did the CAT scan, they saw that I had a small periodontal abscess, which was probably causing the tooth pain. But they said it could have been caused by the abscess, or the cellulitis could have been totally whatever. So that's the bad news. The good news is, after a year and a half of being in Florida and talking about how I want to get back to the West Coast, I am. I'm moving to Portland on February 11th. Got my ticket. Staying with a friend, Gabe. Thank you for your hospitality, kind sir. And then I'll be moving into a house with my best friend, Troy, and another couple. So that'll be awesome. It'll be a big gay house, big queer house. It's in the northeast section of Portland, real close to the Washington border. Cool area. I'm really stoked on the house. It's got apple trees and cherry trees and kiwi, and it's got 2 gardens and chickens. So I'm really stoked on that, and really excited to head to Portland. It seems it's everything I like about the Bay Area, but on a smaller scale. And really community based, very bicycle friendly. Very progressive, and just more open-minded and whatnot, and not as tormented by the Christian right. So I'm really stoked. If you're in Portland or Seattle, Vancouver, kind of Oregon, Washington area, get a hold of me. Love to network, meet some people, and yeah, I hope to be getting some digital media and all that kind of stuff work up there with the various organizations they have, whether it's bike stuff or queer stuff and or some healthcare stuff. So that's it. I'm so stoked to be going back to the West Coast. Can't believe I leave February 11th. It's like it's just all come together and happened so soon after feeling like it's taken me a year and a half to get back. The only crappy thing is I don't have insurance, and you know ER, hospital bills, all that. It's gonna be pretty expensive. Without insurance, I had to get like an EKG, a CT scan, and all this stuff. And I was sitting here thinking, like, I bet my hospital bill is going to cancel out everything I save for Portland. So I was like really? I get the plane ticket, and then 2 days later I'm in the hospital, and all this saving I've done might go. So that sucks, but I'm getting on that plane on the 11th, no matter what that nasty ER bill says, because I can't imagine how much a CAT scan is without insurance and everything else they did to me. But the good news is my face doesn't look. So that's good. So I have my health. I'm thankful for that. Money can always be found and made and earned, whatever. So I'm just doing that freak out, like about to move cross country, and do I have enough money? But I've already secured the housing situations. I've already secured the housing situations, and really excited to be living with Troy. We had our chest surgeries together, and it's so cool that it's like, now, I don't know, however many years, 6 years after our surgeries, we're going to be living in Portland together. Life sure has a way of coming full circle. So anyways, hope you all are well. Take it easy, and if your face swells up, go to the ER.